better talk to my fans, my Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands, my paper planes making a dance. Dance, I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your chauffeur. Spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down,
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. She got me throwing my money up. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bank.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here we go. They'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Brown, right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Catch the Eagles, catch the Eagles. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Gun.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First and 10, here's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to doing consistently here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And they set up the screen. That's complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. The first catch for Judy, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's get set.
Burrow will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Bengals have 0-3 here to begin the campaign. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football. They would have fought here. And now you're looking at going 4 games without a win. Things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? 11, MT, take! 11, gun. Stop!
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11,
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They're going to try and throw. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's get set. Right in. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Yeah, they go play action now. Burrow looking deep here for Chase. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 83 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
1-yard gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Gun.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 21, Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Quan Martin. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band that are tied. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by
and no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown for a 13-yard town. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McPherson on for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Come back. Here we go. Back. 65.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now back to throw. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Torrey Horton, 33 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now 2nd and 9.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far.
Here we go.
But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. That one caught by all, the tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive...
And it'll be intercepted.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get it. Crack all 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Here we go. 12.
Right back to Brown. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's get set. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown. Torrey Horton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third.
Bengals 27.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play action. It's Burrow. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Nick Scorton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's get set.
Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Burrow, right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Gun.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.